Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about Remnant 777 and I just wanted to let you know about something, and it's a pretty big deal and I just wanted to get it out there, and I wanted to say this before I say anything else in this video. Your Jordans are fake. I know your Jordans are fake, bro. You don't have to go lie to me. Oh, but it's legit Jordans. Oh, but, the Wokies. The Wokies, bro. Knowing goddamn well in the original Charlie of the Chocolate Factory book, Charlie was fucking black. And I'm not saying that to put a DEI or to brainwash you. That's literally what the author had. You know? That's what made it big, because the chocolate boy was made out of, well, chocolate. Well, not literal chocolate, but metaphorically speaking. I'm not trying to be a racist here. Or am I? But look. This Remnant 777 fella, he's somebody I made videos on the past for. You know? He's a little, how should I say, interesting looking. You know, he has a helmet for a head, I guess. Well, obviously he's not going to show his real face because he's too sensitive to that reality. Because if he dares show his real face, oh no, the world is gonna fucking end. No, it's not. I mean, I get it because of the content he makes, but it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Well, anyway, yeah. And his friend, what's his name? Tax Brass? Tax Brass? I don't know. He's not a real big fan of Nick Fuentes. I know that's for sure. You know, I've been sitting here and I've been thinking, yeah, maybe you shouldn't trust this Remnant 777 guy like an Indigo Child. Never trust an Indigo Child or HR, which is Human Resources, if you don't know that acronym. You know, I don't think he pays his taxes. I don't think he trusts the government, but I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. But don't worry. It's not like the fucking 2120 epidemic is gonna be affecting him soon, because he's probably gonna be long dead before that happens. You know, let's be realistic. That's in 2120. You know, that's a freaking 94 years from now. Time of recording. And like, damn, man. They said History Month was July. Yeah, there's Black History Month. April's Confederate History Month. You know, it's Confederacy Month, if you didn't know that. But the dog's barking. There's that as well. But History Month, July. Independence Day for U.S., July 4th. You know? Or 4th of July. But still. July 4th, man. Going through it. You know? And I gotta say, he makes some good videos. Even though he's like the Goyim. You know? He's a part of the Goyim. They're not like, they're not like you and me in the sense. They're I don't know, Jewish apostates? The fuck you want to look at me for? I'm just making the video. Okay? But no, seriously, I have made videos on him in the past, and he would probably not be so happy on them. You know? But don't worry, I'm not like a big ass hater. That's why I added him in the first place. You know? He's not annoying like Hassan Piker, but he doesn't have, like, he's not, like, morally owned to everything, you know? But he's not also, you know, stuck in the head of back of 1998 of Prince of Egypt time, because Asmongold is that kind of guy, you know? He old as shit, you know? By like 2030 he'll be 40. By 2040 he'll be 50. Crazy, man. I know. And me, I show my face. I don't reveal my true name because I don't exactly have one. But look, I am Mr. Bro 101. And I'm telling you this right now. Right frickin' now. This Remnant 777 fella barely got anything to do with my content other than I talk about him sometimes. You know? And I go cuckoo crazy. I be crashing the fuck out. You know? And they don't even realize those sissy liberals. Yes, those sissy liberals think that the communists should own everything. But you, no. When they do a crime, oh no, it's justified. It's justified. But when you do a crime that isn't really a crime, oh no, we gotta arrest you for quote unquote hate speech. You know? Hate speech is really just a fancy way of saying you criticized government, okay? Anything that they call hate speech that isn't criticizing government, yeah, that ain't really hate speech. And even when it's called hate speech, they just call it so that way they can try to, you know, devalue or like, you know, try to make your conversation seem less serious or seem like something that is, you know, bad, when in reality it's like, hey, yeah, there's this thing, that bad thing or whatever going on, but like, I want to question you. Because they're like, well, I gotta go look up on the DuckDuckGo. I gotta go look up on the fucking ground news some bullshit. I gotta go look up on the fucking Google. No, you don't. Because why should you trust them? If you can't even trust me, or that Remnant 77 guy, or yourself, why are you trusting fucking Google? You know that shit might not be reliable. You know they could just be lying to you and you would never even fucking know. Because you don't do enough research to fucking know that. And even with the research, how are you going to trust the research and know that the research ain't lying to you? Huh? How do you know that your own research isn't just lying? Call it manifest destiny. Fucking The Secret is a Failure. An author's greatest failure. By that I mean, don't be reading it because it's garbage. Okay, we have that. You could call it manifest destiny. You could call it God. You could call it the gods. You could call it just the universe. You can call it fucking whatever the fuck. I don't know, nigga. Like, I'm telling you right now. I am not looking to make my videos advertiser friendly, you know, because that's some bullshit. That's some fucking bullshit. But then you get on these guys and they're like, you don't have professional license, even though you do things better than I do. Therefore, your opinion is invalid. But it can't be a professional license. It has to be one they politically agree with. Religiously and politically agree with. It has to be this way. It has to be that way. Motherfucker, not everywhere can be Europe. Not everywhere can be fucking Europe, okay? North America, specifically the United States, is different from fucking, you know, Canada or Mexico or whatever the hell. Because we have bald eagles. And bald eagles go caw-caw. So, and I am out of here with this Remnant 777 fellow. Okay? But still, your Jordans are fake.